Hey, welcome to this video tutorial. My name is Rajesh Sivaswamy. I'm a product support specialist from Autodesk Product Support. In this video, I will walk you through the process of standalone installation of Inventor Professional 2010. Here is a summary of what I will discuss in this video. First, we will talk about how to plan your installation. An important aspect of any successful installation is the planning we do before the installation. I will discuss about the things which you will have to consider beforehand for a successful installation of Inventor. Next, we will look at the installation visit and the complete installation process itself. At the end, I will leave you with few important things to note for a smooth installation of Inventor. Let's discuss in detail about planning your installation. Firstly, review the installation documentation that is available. There is a lot of installation documentation that is available on your installation media. You will also get this information from within the installer, which I will show you later during the installation process. Please go through these documents and make yourself familiar with these documents. Many of the issues we at Product Support address with installation are already addressed in these documentation. So take time to read through these documents. Next, check your system requirements for Inventor. Please go through the system requirement page for Inventor in Autodesk website and make sure your system configurations meet the requirements. In addition, make sure you go through the additional recommendations in system requirement page if you are working with larger assemblies. Make sure you have enough hard disk space and also you're running a supported operating system. Next, please work with your IT team and make sure you have done the below settings before beginning the installation. First, you should have local administrative permissions to install Inventor. You will have to log in as a local administrator to install Inventor. You do not need domain administrative permissions, but you should have local administrative rights. This is a very important aspect of installing Inventor. Turn off any antivirus and firewall that you have. This may cause issues during the installation process. Next, if you're running a Vista operated system, make sure you turn off user access control in Vista. You can find this from control panel, user accounts, and user access control. Finally, if you previously installed a beta version of Inventor, make sure you perform a clean uninstallation of beta. You can find steps for clean uninstallation in our Autodesk website. Let's discuss about Inventor Content Center libraries. Before installing the Content Center libraries, determine the installation scenario that best suits your company. In Inventor 2010, you have two options to install Content Center libraries. The installation type options you specify during installation determines how the Content Center libraries are installed and configured on a local computer or a remote server. Firstly, let's talk about Desktop Content Center. Desktop content are Content Center libraries for a single computer. So if you are a standalone user, select Desktop Content. This option will install Content Center libraries on your local hard drive where you installed Inventor. If you work in a shared workgroup environment, select Remote Content Center. This will not install Content Center libraries in your local drive where you install Inventor. Use this option to install Vault Server and the Content Center libraries on a central server. Content Center libraries installed on a shared Vault server can be shared with users running Inventor 2010 on their local computer. So with Remote Content Center, you will install the Vault server and the Content Center libraries on your server, and you will access from your Inventor in your local computer. Please have your serial number and product key handy before start of your installation. You will be asked to enter both these information during the installation. If you are installing from Inventor DVD, you will have the serial number and product key in the back of your DVD set. If you have downloaded Inventor 2010, you will have received an email from Electronic Fulfillment which will have both the serial number and product key for your Inventor. You can also find this information from your subscription center under contracts. Now let's look at the installation wizard. Here is the installation wizard, and here are the list of things you can do with the installer. You can install products, create deployments, install additional tools and utilities. You can read the documentation. Click on Read the Documentation, which will open up a page with a list of topics you can go through. Click on each link, which will open up a PDF file where you can go through. Now I want to install products, so I click on Install Products. Please note the frequently asked questions on the sidebar. You can open these links by clicking on these topics. This will change throughout the installation for different steps. Here are the products that comes with Inventor Professional. You can choose products to install. In this case, I'm going to install a standalone Inventor with desktop Content Center, as I'm not going to work in a shared environment. So I uncheck Vault Client, I don't need it, and select Inventor, Content Center Libraries, and AutoCAD Mechanical. By default, the installer has selected English as my language. If you want to install in a different language, you can do so by selecting this Select Language for individual products. Selecting that will enable you to click on the drop-down menu and choose your language pack which you downloaded from Subscription Center. I've covered full steps for adding language pack in another video mentioned on the screen. Selected the products, click Next. This will take a couple of minutes as the installer initializes all those products. Next step is to review and accept ARTIS license agreement for your country or region. In this case, I'll select Singapore as my region, and I'll read through the license agreement for my region. Once you've gone through the agreement, you'll have to accept before you continue with installation. So I click accept and click next. See, in this section you will have to enter your serial number and product key. If you have purchased Inventor and installing a trial version, you can type in 00 in serial number, which will work for 30 days trial period. At the end 30 days you will need to activate to continue using it. The product key selects the Inventor suite version. If you use a different product key, the installation will continue, but you will not be able to activate. You will have to uninstall and reinstall again. Click next. You can customize your installation by clicking configure, or you can install default if you wish, but I would recommend you to click on configure and configure. First, select the license type with a standalone or network license. Select your preferences and default standards. Next, select icon color theme. Next, select the content center option in this page. Select desktop if you are a standalone user, or select wall server if you are working in shared environment. In this case, I'm going to select desktop content center and click next. You can do a typical installation or a custom installation. By choosing custom, you can choose and select features to install. For instance, if I do not want to install a license transfer utility, I can uncheck and continue with this installation. Choose the path where you want to install Inventor. If you want to change your default location, you can do by clicking browse. Also make sure you have enough hard disk space available. This page you can include any service pack available for Inventor. Here Inventor shows service pack 1 is available for Inventor 2010. Then you can download using the first option to include an installation if you haven't already downloaded. Choose the second option if you have downloaded the service pack. You can add by clicking add and browsing to the downloaded service pack. In this case, I've added the downloaded service pack and click next. Now we will click on Content Center Libraries configuration. You can specify standards, choose and unchoose the libraries you want to install, and also you can change the default location of where to install the Content Center libraries. Click next. That completes configuring Content Center. Next we will configure AutoCAD Mechanical. Choose if you want to install an Inventor link, and also choose where you want to install your Content Center libraries. Select the location where you want to install the libraries if you want to change it from default. Or if you are working on a shared environment and you do not want your content libraries to be installed, click on Do Not Install. Click Next. Here you can choose what standards you want to install for your AutoCAD Mechanical standard contents. And also you can choose your default standards. Instead of that, click Next, select Again, you want standalone. I select standalone. Again, you can do the same typical or custom installation. In the custom installation, you can choose to add or remove additional features. Clicking on that link will create a desktop icon in your desktop. Same as Inventor. Now you have the AutoCAD Mechanical Update 1 to install. So click on download. In this case, I'm going to click on download and download that directly. So this will take a couple of minutes to download service pack directly from our website, and this will include in our installation. Now the download is complete, and this mechanical update 1 is included in our installation. Click next. This completes our configuration for mechanical. Now it's the design review, and just click next and configure your design review 2010. Once everything is done, I'll click on configuration complete and go through the current settings which you selected to install AAP. Click on install. This will install Inventor, mechanical and content center libraries, and also design review. This will take some time, so just leave it to install. Do not do anything else with your computer. Now our installation is successfully complete. You can review the installation README by choosing those options. Also, you can look at those installation log file from that location. It's done. Now I'll uncheck those two options to click on README and then click Finish. Before I end, I would like to remind you of a few important things to note for smooth installation of Inventor. Make sure you have the following settings done before starting your installation. Make sure you have local administrative permissions. Turn off antivirus and firewalls. Turn off user access control if you are running Vista operating system. And close all open programs before starting your installation. With this, we have come to the end of this video tutorial. I'd like to thank you for watching this video patiently. Until next time, goodbye.